Okay, thank you, Lynn. It's a gorgeous shot, a spectacular early September evening in Chicago Soldier Field as we wrap up the first weekend of play in the 77th National Football League season. Now Chicago's defense, and they'll have to get a lot better on that side of the ball, with Spellman, Simpson for the injured Zorich, who's out for the year, Flanagan and Fontenot. Then the guys who man the linebacking spots: Kane, Brian Cox, and Vincent Smith, an ex-Cowboy. And in the secondary, Harris, the rookie, with Wolford. On the outside, Carter and Carrier are the safeties. Now Eric Kramer, who set a lot of Bear single-season marks last year, in a breakout year for him, with Salam gone, Green and Harris in the backfield, Timpson and Conway outside, Jennings the tight end. And Heck, Perry, Jerry Fontenot, Todd Berger, and Big Cat Williams at 350 pounds up front. From the 28-yard line on first down, the play fake, and in the pass to the tight end Jennings, and he is ridden out of bounds by Darren Smith after a pickup of 6. Raymond Harris and Tony Carter in the backfield tonight. It'll be a mix and match in the Bears backfield this evening. Second down and 4, and they give it to Raymond Harris, normally a fullback, but with Salam gone tonight, playing a lot of tailback, and he has a first down up at the 39-yard line.
Well, if you're going to have to make a change, Raymond is a good one. He was a great All-American tailback at Ohio State, where he gained over 2,500 yards there as a running back. He was moved to the fullback position here with Rashaan Salam, and there is Salam, but he has moved back to that tailback spot, and he could be a real factor in tonight's game.
And Kramer's pass is somehow caught by Curtis Conway, despite Kevin Smith draping him. A flag does go down. Keith Jennings still out of the game, the tight end. And out of a split back set. Kramer throws that deep out. Beautiful pass caught by Timpson. And then Marion begins to tackle him, and Teague finishes him off at the 9-yard line. Kevin Smith went over the top. A tremendous catch by the former New England Patriot, who will see a lot more action this year because of Jeff Graham's defection to the Jets.
Kevin Smith went for the interception. He saw 6 points. That ball was high in the air over his outstretched arms.
But he didn't appear to be in that good a position to make a break on the ball. He's outside of it, and the ball's just over his head. Boy, a serious misjudgment by Kevin Smith in making a break on that interception.
Third and goal. Kramer looking Dion's way, then throws underneath. Timpson makes the catch, loses the ball shy of the goal line.
Slides ball
up by Brock Marion. Out past the 40 to the 50. He loses the football, and the Dallas Cowboys, with Woodson, recover at the 37-yard line. What a bizarre play.
And wouldn't you know it, a guy that has no reputation as being a physical ball player knocks the ball loose from Timpson.
From the 38-yard line, Emmitt Smith's first carry of the season. What knee injury? First down.
What knee injury? How about what blocking behind Larry Allen? Whoa, baby, if you're going to foul somebody around the corner, make it big 73.
Second and 8, they split Dion wide to the right. Johnston fronting Smith. And this time Emmitt is stopped. Breaking through is Joe Kane, the linebacker.
Good play by Kane, who is Bears middle linebackers, moved out to the weak side and slipped through the gap and was able to nail Emmitt.
Well, here's where the Bears go into their pass rush mode. Spellman goes to the inside. That's Brian Cox to the top of your screen, down in a rush stance.
Third and 9, and they've got Johnston lined up as a tight end, and Dion makes the catch on a slant. He's close to a first down, might be close enough to measure at the 16. Tackled by Marty Carter. Dion, chin strap flapping, split to the left, and now comes in motion from the 16-yard line. And they give it to Williams on a reverse, but the Bears smell it out, and Brian Cox makes his first impact play in a Chicago uniform. Third and a long 4. And they give it to Smith, but Carrier comes up from the safety spot to tackle him near the line of scrimmage and set up a field goal attempt. Mark Carrier busting through.
Oh, that's a big play for the Bears defense.
Jet to hold it, and the kick is good. So he picks up right where he leaves off, and the Cowboys take the lead. 3 of them to Keith Jackson. Kramer on 2nd and 13. Throws. Catch is made by Conway, who gets inside of Kevin Smith to make the catch up at the 22. It'll be 3rd and about 9. From his 22, the line of scrimmage to the 11, and now from the 10-yard line after the penalty, Aikman throws, and Dion makes another catch for a 1st down up at the 23-yard line. And so he's played 23 plays already in under a quarter. Aikman throws, and Herschel Walker makes the catch up at the 37, the once and current Cowboy, who was picked up, they thought, as a luxury, but now he's more of a necessity. 2nd and 8, they send Walker in motion. Aikman throws over the middle to a wide-open Kevin Williams, who has a 1st down to the Chicago 48, tackled by Marty Carter. 3-0, and 3rd and 6 from the Chicago 45. Aikman under some pressure, throws underneath. Emmett Smith, and breaking up the play, former Cowboy Barry Minter. Loss on the play, and Dallas will punt.
Dallas had the football longer, but the Cowboys up 3-zip.
Robert Green picks up close to 4 to the 28-yard line. It'll be 3rd and a short 2, long 3. Dion off the field for a while, plus the commercial break, so he's fully rested. From the 40-yard line as Aikman throws, a duck caught by Dion, who seeks the 1st down and is out of bounds just about at the marker at the 50. 3rd and 1, and Emmett Smith, there was nothing to the right, so he just stutter steps to the left and picks up the 1st down. Tackled by Simpson. From the 37, Aikman, Herschel Walker. 1st down to the 21-yard line, tackled from behind by Sean Harris, who's replacing Vincent Smith. Blitz again from everywhere, and Aikman goes down, but a flag is thrown.
I think the Cowboys move.
May have been.
Looked to me like Eric Williams was rocking back in his stance early.
Bears have it after the missed Boneyol field goal from the 33-yard line, with Dallas up 3-0, and Eric Kramer off the play fake throws, and the catch is made by Curtis Conway up to the 45-yard line.
Love to walk around the downtown area.
From the 44-yard line, Robert Green finds nothing but white shirts and turns it into a 7-yard gain. Great effort, individual effort by Green, tackled by Marion.
Well, he did. He did all of that on his own. Robert Green, a free agent, picked up in '93 by the Bears from the Redskins. Good receiver out of the backfield ordinarily. There's a Joe Gibbs find out of William and Mary. Played a couple of years for the Redskins before coming here, and has been a very versatile performer for Dave Wanstead.
Hamstring, questionable for the Washington game next week. Green again for a 1st down to the 44-yard line. Stopped by Broderick Thomas and Fred Strickland.
And now the Bears getting to utilize one of their strengths, which is their offensive line. So much publicity goes to their counterparts over on the Cowboys. But with Big Cat Williams at right tackle, Berger, Fontenot, Perry, and Heck, this has developed into a fine offensive line here in Chicago. Only 15 sacks allowed last year. They're getting better and better at the running game. This is really the heart and soul of this football team.
Better and better at the running game. That great pass protection, enabling Kramer to have by far a career year last year. And this time Eric throws and completes another pass to Michael Timpson in front of Deion Sanders at the 32-yard line, and the crowd loves to get all over Deion.
Timpson gave a little move like he was going to take it deep. Sanders bought it, and it was perfect timing between Kramer and Timpson. Sanders wasn't all that far out of that play. He's out there on single coverage. He's lined up straight ahead. Timpson looking in. Now Timpson will give it a little fly pattern. Sanders has got to respect it. And Kramer with a perfect delivery.
Hate to have a ball floating in the air anywhere that close to Deion Sanders. You have to challenge the guy. You can't pretend like, you know, they can't play to that side of the field.
Play clock was down to 0. They get it off, and it's a trick play with Conway, a high school quarterback, throwing, and it's caught by Harris for the touchdown.
Oh, they were trying to cover him with Darren Smith. Smith in a very unfamiliar environment.
That was an amazing play. They almost got a delay of game penalty. They were a half a second away. It's the second completion of his career, and the high school quarterback throws a pass underneath to Harris, and Chicago takes the lead. And they're adrenalized because of this play.
Here it is. It's the reverse, but instead of taking it, he stopped. Now, Conway gives it everything he's got. He almost falls down in the effort in throwing this thing. But this is really good coverage by Darren Smith. He just loses track of the football. It's underthrown. Raymond Harris makes the adjustment. Darren Smith keeps on running, and Curtis Conway gives the Bears 7 points.
Against the world champions, you look at Brian Cox, that middle linebacker. Aikman retreats on first down from the 20 and slings one into the arms of Deion Sanders, who's been his favorite target tonight, for a first down up at the 30-yard line. And a 9+ yard gain, and Emmett Smith, of course, can pick up a lot of inches and 10 yards as well. Marty Carter makes the tackle. First down, Dallas. Third down and 9. Aikman looks one way, then the other, as he does so beautifully, and it's cradled by Deion Sanders for a first down at the 35-yard line. As the Cowboys send Sanders to the left, Johnston in motion, Williams to the right. And Aikman throws, and it's picked off at the 10. Great coverage. Marty Carter was there as Troy threw into traffic, and Chicago with a big turnover up at the 40-yard line. Tackle made by Emmett Smith.
Well, Troy did really throw into the traffic. The roll was to the left side. And Marty Carter was just playing at center field, looking into Aikman's eyes. Aikman locked in to the receiver all the way, threw it right into the hands of Marty Carter.
Again, though, look how this play finishes off. Emmett Smith.
And I don't think Gary Kramer is happy at all with the calls that were being sent in. In fact, he ripped his helmet off and he came to the sidelines, and they're talking to him right now, trying to cool him off.
Punts. Kelvin Martin is back to receive it at the 15-yard line. And they fake it, and it's to Raymond Harris, who scored the touchdown. He has 2 men to beat now, and he's finally stopped at the 15-yard line by Kelvin Martin.
Oh, Danny Abramowitz, this is your life.
Timeout, says Wannstedt.
I wonder if that was set up all the way to make it look like they were willing to run the clock out. Eric Kramer came off the sidelines, ripped his helmet off. He was upset with the play calling. Then they come in with the fake punt.
Oh, a special team coach's finest hour. Danny Abramowitz, the coach of the Bears special teams. The block is on by the Cowboys. Tailor-made for a fake punt, sour run right to Raymond Harris. Just couldn't have been executed any better.
Timeout, Bears. 31-yard attempt by Carlos Huerta, the new Bear kicker. The first time the Bears have had anybody but Kevin Butler in that regular role since the mid-'80s. Todd Sauerbrunn to hold. And Huerta, who played at the University of Miami when Dave Wannstedt was an assistant coach, bangs it through.
Thrown that poorly.
Here's Green slipping an initial hit and then taking it up to the 24-yard line, where Woodson and Hennings converge on the stop.
Harris and Green doing their best, but they are not Salah.
Bears go to Washington on Saturday. Kramer has it tipped, and it is picked off by Kevin Smith. And Smith angles back and gets tackled at the 45-yard line. Darren Smith got a hand on it, and no relation, Kevin Smith makes the interception. Last year, a spectacular beginning to their season on Monday night. They routed the Giants 35-0 tonight in a dogfight, and Emmett Smith drops the pitch out, and the Chicago Bears get it back. Al Fontenot came in to bust up the play, and Brian Cox recovers it. Those are the scoring rules, even though clearly it was a good pitch out from the 49-yard line. This is Green.
A lot of guys had a hand in that. Everybody had a hand in it but Emmett.
2nd and 4. Raymond Harris with some nifty running. Gets tackled at the 38-yard line, but not until he picks up a first down. Todd Berger with the block and Darren Woodson with the tackle.
I think he lost his shoe in the process. If you ever want to go anywhere and plug in that umbilical cord and recharge yourself on the game of football, Lambeau Field is the place to do it.
Robert Green picks up 7.
We're not going to discuss it anymore.
But we will.
Yeah, of course we will.
Second down and 3.
Next week.
Here's Green to the 20-yard line on a first down. Marion and Woodson make the tackle. So the Bears on a very big drive right now as they try to extend a 7-point lead to 10 or 14.
With the ball in his hand and a cushion, he might be able to make something happen. Al?
All right, thank you, Lynn, as Emmitt Smith picks up the first down. Yeah, most of Deion's contact tonight was initiated by Deion.
Even the quick slants across the middle, he hasn't taken a hard hit. But again, you cannot help but be amazed at the physical conditioning of Deion Sanders to be able to play both ways. I know it's at night, the sun isn't shining, it's not sapping you for energy the way it normally does, but still, Frank, this is a remarkable performance to go 2 ways as often as he is doing it.
He splits wide to the right, and Herschel Walker is split wide left. Bears show blitz. Here they come. They pick it up, and Aikman hits Johnston over the middle, and Moose barrels forward close to a first down.
But look at the scoreboard. The Cowboys have only scored 3 points. Something's working.
Aikman throws. Deion makes the catch and gets ridden down at the 42-yard line by Harris after a gain of about 8. It's going to be 2nd and 2 at the 42.
Ooh, and Troy barking at his offensive line a little bit. He took a good shot.
Emmett tonight, 15 carries for 55 yards. Darryl Johnston was split to the right that time, and Deion makes the catch and then steps out of bounds with Harris covering up at the 42-yard line, so they get back to about the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Kramer's a tough quarterback to reach with that short drop and the quick delivery.
2nd and 8. Green cuts it back and is tackled up at the 30-yard line, setting up a 3rd and 5. Raymond Harris. Led with a block leading the way.
Again.
Kramer, so effective on that play. All last year and enough tonight. Bobby Ingram makes the catch, and Alundis Bryce, who just took Kevin Smith's spot with the coverage, so they went right to Bryce.
Eric Kramer, though, showing a lot of confidence in a rookie here in his first NFL game. Bobby Ingram, their 2nd-round draft choice.
That's Ingram's first catch tonight, first catch of his career. From the 38-yard line, Kramer throws, and somehow the catch is made by Curtis Conway. Had his arms in a rather unusual position, but stayed with it. Low throw, hangs on.
Quick delivery, just timing between Conway and Kramer.
Well, again, a good delivery. I still would have punted it.
First down from the 48-yard line. Kramer throws into the arms of Raymond Harris, and by the time Thomas can track him down at the 30-yard line, it's a gain of 22.
I'll tell you, that was a great change by Eric Kramer. This was what they've been working on during the week. They got the defense they wanted. They got the blitz coming, and they had this particular play in. They changed it at the line of scrimmage. It worked perfect.
Ron Turner, the offensive coordinator of the Bears, calling a beautiful game tonight.
Indeed he is. And right in harmony with the quarterback Kramer. That was a changeup.
2nd down and 11 from the 31-yard line. Kramer throws to Green. Thomas takes Green down at the 25-yard line, and another big 3rd down play coming up with 12:40 remaining in regulation.
Little pressure here on Carlos.
Oh, you bet. Yep. And a big controversial decision. He beats out Butler for the job, and then Huerta splits the uprights from 42.
He would have left the field on the other side.
Yes.
Rather than face Wanstead.
Aikman from the 22. Deion. Harris wraps him up. Deion loses the football. It's loose. It's still loose, and the Bears with Wolf. Harris coming up with it. Recover.
There is the initial fumble right there. Here is where he tries to get it back. No, he never did get it. No, he never did.
No.
Boy, well done by the officiating crew.
Terrific call.
Walt Harris has big time written all over.
Sure does. 3rd down and 9. Timpson on an end around, seeking the first down. He dives, but where did he go out of bounds? Conway says the 11. The official right there says the 12. So they're short of the first down by a yard. From 34 yards out, the kick is good. From the 9-yard line, Emmitt Smith dancing and darting and takes it up to the 15 for a gain of 6. Alonzo Spellman making the tackle. Throw him a changeup. And Aikman hit as he throws. It's a loose ball. It is picked up in the end zone. It's Brian Cox. Touchdown. Kevin Minifield on the corner blitz stripped it, and Brian Cox living a dream right now.
Well, the Bears have been blitzing on almost every play throughout this entire second half.
Well, it's a corner blitz. It doesn't come off the corner. It's a corner only in that Minifield is a corner. But the blitz comes between the center and the left guard, both of whom are occupied. Right on the left side of your screen, you see Minifield. Emmitt Smith has to try to duck all the way around Aikman to get to Minifield. An easy touchdown for Brian Cox.
As Aikman takes over, Brian Cox with a reaction after the touchdown to put him up by 19.
And needless to say, it's premature to say the Cowboys can't defend their title, but they are going to struggle early in the season.
Here's Aikman now throwing it out to Dion as he's tackled by Harris. Second down and 1. And Emmitt Smith picks up the first down up to the 42-yard line.
And this is Deion Sanders' 100th play coming up right now, and he's split out to the near side.
On second down, a little dump off to Emmitt Smith. And Mangum takes him down at the 29-yard line. Well short of the first down. It'll be third down and about 8.
We wouldn't be talking about the old Cowboys like this. Like this game's already over.
Old Cowboys wouldn't be down by 19. And the catch is made by Kelvin Martin, and he keeps it going. And Dave didn't want to squander the timeout. Second and goal. Smith with a fake. Aikman on the roll. Good coverage, and he has to step out of bounds at the 10. Great job by the secondary. Jim Flanagan runs him out, and instead of second and goal, it's now third and goal from the 10.
Super effort by Flanagan.
Watch this fake. Just watch. He lands right on his shoulder. Kind of landed on that right shoulder.
And the elbow.
Yeah.
Any number of things could have happened.
Down by 19, trying to make it 16. And the kick is good, so they're down to within 16 now.
This is still a case of the Chicago Bears beating the Dallas Cowboys, and congratulations to Dave Wanstead and his program.
Right. And one final number, Deion Sanders tonight was in on 107 plays. Monday Night Mania will be seen on the West Coast at 10 o'clock Pacific time. Emmitt Smith, again, the x-rays precautionary, has movement in all of his extremities. And as we leave you from Chicago, the Bears win it 22-6. Al Michaels, Frank Gifford, Dan Dierdorf, Lynn Swan, good night from Chicago.
For prime time. First quarter, Bears third and goal. Michael Timpson gets rocked by Dion. Brock Marion, his second career fumble recovery, picks it up and goes the other way. But wait a second. Whacked out play. He gets stripped by Bobby Ingram, the rookie wide receiver. Darren Woodson, though, recovers for Dallas at the Bear 38. Dave Wanstead is livid. He thought the ground caused the fumble. Look at it again. Bill Bates knocks the ball out of Timpson's hand. Bates' 11th career forced fumble. Dallas got a field goal, led 3-love. Trick play, Curtis Conway representing to Raymond Harris for a touchdown. 33 yards. You know, Raymond's first nickname is Ultra Back. That made it Bears 7-3. Later, Bears set up to punt. Punter Todd Sauerbrunn fakes and finds Harris, who runs to the Cowboy 13. Raymond's second nickname, the Quiet Storm. That set up a field goal. Bears up 10-3. Third quarter, Cowboys come unglued. Emmitt Smith cannot handle the Troy Aikman pitch. Brian Cox recovers. Cox sixth fumble recovery of his career. Fourth quarter, Bears with a critical 4th and inches. Kramer out of North Carolina State. Got it. Keeps the drive going. Next play, Kramer to Raymond. A big 22-yard gain. Raymond 3 receptions, over 100 yards. That set up a field goal. Bears up 13-3. Cowboys' next drive, Aikman hits Deion Sanders for a short gain. Deion, who had 9 catches on the day, coughs it up. Rookie Walt Harris recovers for Chicago. Emmitt Smith, not a happy man. Bears get another field goal. They're up 16-3. Cowboys next drive. Troy Aikman is bum rushed by Kevin Minifield. Aikman fumbles. Brian Cox falls on it. Brian's first career touchdown. Chicago would go for 2. They'd miss it. They lead 22-3. But here's the real story. Cowboys inside the Bears 5 late. Emmitt Smith on a decoy dives into the line and lands on his shoulder. Emmitt in enormous pain. Watch it again. This guy, great blocking all game. He lands on his shoulder as the decoy back. Look, 3 Chicago Bear players around him, so the decoy worked. Emmitt was on the ground for about 10 minutes. He had pain that shot down from his neck all the way down his back, but he did have movement in his extremities. That may